January 2025, NVIDIA launches the RTX 5090 at CES. Jensen Huang holds up the card, announces the price, $1,999. The room goes quiet. Not impressed, quiet, shocked quiet. The RTX 4090 launched at $1,599 in 2022. Already controversial. The RTX 5090 is $400 more, 25% price increase. For a generation marketed as making AI-powered gaming accessible to everyone, within 48 hours, the backlash is unlike anything NVIDIA has seen. RTX 5090 sell-through in the first month came in 34% below RTX 4090 launch numbers. GPU buyers aren't just complaining, they're walking away. The price ladder that broke the market. Let's put this in historical context. RTX 2080 Ti in 2018, $999. RTX 3090 inches, 2020, $1,499. RTX 4090 inches, 2022, $1,599. RTX 5090 inches, 2025, $1,999. 7 years. Flagship GPU prices doubled. Meanwhile, median US household income grew 18% over the same period. GPU prices grew 100%. The math stopped working for a massive segment of NVIDIA's customer base. But the flagship isn't the real problem. It's the entire stack. The RTX 5080 launched at $999. The RTX 4080 launched at $1,199, but eventually settled at $999 after a year of discounts. The RTX 5070 Ti came in at $749. The RTX 4070 Ti launched at $799, but hit $699 by its second year. Every card in the RTX 5000 lineup is priced against the previous generation's launch prices, not real-world market prices where buyers actually purchased. Gamers track this stuff. They know what they actually paid for their last card. And the upgrade math doesn't work. Marcus Webb builds custom PCs in Manchester. He's completed 340 builds over 12 years. He calculated what an equivalent performance GPU cost as a percentage of average UK monthly salary across each NVIDIA generation. RTX 2080 was 28% of average monthly salary. RTX 3080 was 31%. RTX 4080 was 41%. RTX 5080 is 48%. Nearly half a month's salary for a single graphics card. His high-end build orders are down 31% this January compared to January 2024. Clients are specifically saying they're waiting, hoping prices drop, or switching to AMD. The performance jump that didn't justify the premium. Here's what makes the pricing even harder to defend. The performance jump from RTX 4000 to RTX 5000 is smaller than any previous generational leap. Digital Foundry tested 47 games. Average rasterization performance improvement from RTX 4090 to RTX 5090, 28%. That sounds decent until you remember RTX 3090 to RTX 4090 was 52%. RTX 2080 Ti to RTX 3090 was 48%. Each generation costs more and delivers less relative improvement. NVIDIA's answer is DLSS 4 with multi-frame generation. Instead of rendering every frame, AI generates multiple frames between rendered ones. A card running at 60 frames per second can display 240 frames per second. Sounds revolutionary. Except it's not the same as native rendering. Input latency is measurably higher, with frame generation enabled. Competitive gamers rejected it immediately. Faker's esports organization T1 issued guidance to players. Do not use DLSS 4 frame generation in competitive play, because the added latency hurts reaction times in fast-paced games. NVIDIA built their marketing around a feature that doesn't work for competitive gaming. Fortnite, Valorant, Counter-Strike 2. Combined, These games have over 400 million monthly players on PC, many buying premium GPUs specifically for high frame rates in competitive play. NVIDIA's headline feature is useless or harmful for this enormous segment. Kevin Torres plays Valorant competitively in Austin. He watched every RTX 5000 review. His conclusion? The 5080 is genuinely 30% faster than my 4080. But 30% doesn't justify $999 when I paid $750 for my 4080 last year. Frame generation does nothing for me. I'm not upgrading. The supply disaster that killed goodwill. NVIDIA's pricing controversy was amplified by an availability catastrophe at launch. RTX 5090 and 5080 cards were effectively impossible to buy at MSRP for the first 2 months. Cards sold out within minutes. Scalpers ran bots. Cards appeared on eBay at $2,800 to $3,500. That's $800 to $1,500 above MSRP. At scalper prices, the RTX 5090 becomes a $3,500 GPU. Marcus Reed is a content creator in Toronto who wanted an RTX 5080 for video editing, MSRP $999. He tried at launch, missed it by 30 seconds, set up stock alerts, tried for 3 weeks, either missed inventory or found scalper listings, finally paid $1,250 from a scalper. His video about the experience got 1.4 million views. Title: I paid $1,250 for a $999 GPU, and I regret everything. The comments were thousands of people sharing identical experiences. NVIDIA blamed partners. Partners blamed TSMC. TSMC blamed demand. Everyone pointed fingers. The consumer experience was simple. NVIDIA announced a $999 card. You couldn't buy it for $999, and if you really needed it, you paid $250 above MSRP to a scalper. That experience destroyed goodwill faster than any negative review could. Buyers who waited weeks refreshing websites, missing stock alerts, wasting hours, were furious. Many gave up entirely and either bought AMD or decided their current GPU was fine for another year. The used market. That's booming. One data point reveals exactly what buyers think of RTX 5000 pricing. The used GPU market is having its best period in years. eBay sales data shows RTX 3080 and 4080 transactions up 67% year-over-year. Prices for used RTX 3000 series cards are holding steady instead of collapsing, as they normally do when a new generation launches. Normally, new generation releases drop used 2-generation-old prices 40%. RTX 3000 series prices dropped only 8% after RTX 5000 launched. Sarah Martinez runs a PC repair shop in Phoenix and resells used GPUs. Business is the best it's been in 4 years. Used RTX 3080s sell for $280, $320, and move within hours of listing. Used RTX 4070s go for $380, $420, and are gone within a day. I can't keep stock. Every GPU I list sells immediately. People are buying used instead of new because new prices are insane. I've never seen the used market this healthy during a new generation launch. Normally, new launches kill my used sales. This time they're driving them. The used market proves buyers want to upgrade. They're not satisfied with what they have, but they refuse to pay RTX 5000 prices. They're finding alternatives. NVIDIA is leaving money on the table because they priced the product beyond what the gaming market will accept. Jensen Huang's defense that backfired. Jensen Huang gave several interviews defending RTX 5000 pricing in February and March 2025. His arguments made the situation worse. In a CNBC interview, Moore's law is dead. The economics of semiconductors have changed. Our pricing reflects the actual cost of developing and manufacturing these products. The gaming community responded with frustration. Because NVIDIA's profits are at record levels, in Q4 2024, NVIDIA reported net income of $22.1 billion. That's not a company struggling with development costs. That's a company with unprecedented pricing power applying it everywhere, including gaming.